I went late to go see a Solo movie all by my damn self. I went solo to see Solo. And I gotta say, I didn't know what to expect. The expectations were a little low. But I want to let you know that it's worth a go. Yeah, I made that happen. Yes, right. It was a stretch. Look, go check this movie out. And I'm gonna tell you now, right now, spoiler time. This is the spoiler review. I'm gonna do a quick on the road again spoiler review. Hey, one little thing I didn't expect. I didn't expect that this movie would get me so excited to the point where it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, right? I get out of the theater. There was this girl wearing some booty shorts. She was walking by herself, and she was going down the aisles, leaving the aisles, and going and trying to leave. And she kept adjusting her booty shorts so I couldn't see her booty meat. But I wasn't looking at her booty meat. I got plenty at home. I ain't trying to look at you. But while she was worried about me looking at her, I guess she thought the brother gonna love his meat, so I gotta be careful, cover my cheeks so the brother won't see after he's all excited and pumped up from this Solo movie. Lo and behold, the white boy with the cell phone camera taking quick pictures of her booty while she was trying to rush to the restroom. I'm looking at him like, see, guilty because of the color of my skin. Don't be racist. But oh yeah, you thought I was trying to look at your Solo booty. But no, lo and behold, I caught a glimpse. I mean, brothers are quick. I took the mental picture, I click, and all done. That's all. You can look at the menu, I just don't need to order. But that dude was straight up ordering. But she wasn't worried about him. She didn't think that he was the one doing it. But I was guilty though. But it's all good. Now let me get to the movie. So right off the bat, spoiler time. So you ain't gonna get the scrolling, the crawl, the opening crawl. You're not gonna get the opening crawl, but they did do something different and interesting with the crawl. A long time ago on a planet far, far away, and then they kept those same light blue words, and they did a reading narrating thing right at the opening, but with those same light blue, not the scrolling crawl yellow letters, but with the same light blue. A long time ago on the planet far away font, and you had to read that, and I was like, that's better. Okay, not better than the crawl, but it's better than just going right into the movie. Reading something for a Star Wars movie it just feels better. It just feels right, and I think for the movies that are not the official Star Wars movie, the episodic episodes, then if it's the spin-offs, then that way did the Solo one, I like that a little bit better. And I think it fits because it keeps kind of telling that little fairy tale. A long time ago on the planet, once upon a time, there was a princess and there's a Solo, and then Solo was like, I'm gonna hit that after she's done with her brother. You know, it just felt like it was good for them. So that you should keep that for the spin-off movie. You should keep that. So from right off the bat, I was starting to feel like, all right, these opening adventures that Solo kept going into and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was feeling like they were running too long. I'm like, all right, you escaping here, you boosted the ship, and now I'm on a Jack in the Box, by the way, guys. I might give me something to eat later on after I'm done with this, but let me do this first. And then I was like, okay, this little hijack thing. You hijacked the car, you stole it, you got some good money coming your way. It was lasting too long. I was like, okay, this must be, or maybe it was because it was midnight and I was just tired. And then the next little adventure, little heist, little sneak throughs, get out of here, smuggle ourselves, let's get the stuff kind of adventure. I was like, nah, that felt like it was running too long. Then the third one happened. It was like back to back. Let's. Now the music was good. Now that's something that was on point. But let me tell you something, consumers. There was only a few times, so like I would say like 20-30% of the time, I was like, oh, this dude is Han Solo. That's Han Solo. Not because he did anything like Harrison Ford or whatnot. He made it his own. But but the essence of the spirit of Han Solo, oh yeah, oh no, oh that was good, oh that's Han Solo. And other times I was like, I wonder how Harrison Ford would have did this scene. And Ron Howard did an outstanding job. I gotta give him that on that. So right from the bat, when now I read that Han Solo joined the Empire a little bit and whatnot, and the way he had to join was real funny. You either gonna get caught, get arrested, and get out and get in, or you gonna get you're gonna get arrested, or you're gonna go join the army. So he's like, let me enlist. Whatever you gotta do to survive, get yourself to the next stage. And he's like, I'm gonna be a pilot. I'm gonna be the best pilot you've ever seen in the fleet. Blah 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 blah. And his ass, obviously, his mouth gets him into some trouble, and boom, he's been knocked down to. He was on the below stormtrooper level. It was almost like I was watching an episode of Spaceballs. He had the big ass helmet. They were in the dirt. They hardly had what was it called, armor? Some dirty ass Spaceballs Captain Helmet, Lord Helmet ass armor. He was wearing all dirty. It was funny as hell. And I heard that there's these two stormtroopers that's like a lot of comic relief, and I think I saw them. They didn't take their helmets off, but there was a scene where these two dudes was they after Han gets his ass in trouble and he's gonna get court-martialed or killed, whatever they do. So they throw him into a dungeon with the Beast, which turns out to be Chewbacca, right? So these two stormtroopers is like, come on, kill him. It's almost lunchtime. Let's see this. Yo, we ain't fed this long in 3 days. It's gonna be good. Come on. They were like, they were cracking me up. So I forgot these guys' name. And Ron Howard did a tweet about them during the filming of it. But I know those are those guys. Help me out with the name of these two. So this is now how he met. And I think this was the first time we actually saw subtitles in a Star Wars movie for Chewie, right? And for the first time we actually see Han speak Wookiee. I was like, I didn't even think that was necessary. I just thought that they just spoke English or no English or knew other languages. But I didn't know that was. I'm like, so as Chewbacca was about to straight up kill this dude, eat him probably because he needs the meat. Right at the very last second, like, let me go, motherfucker. And Chewbacca like, speak Wookiee? He's like, a little. Let me go. Get out of here together. And then, he goes, all right, rolling because you speak a little bit of my language. I got you. Okay, let's try to just do this. And the couple times that you see him save Chewbacca's life, you see the bond growing. Now, the bond between him and Chewie, they did that beautifully. They did that. I mean, there was plenty of times where Han was like, I'm gonna let him go do his own thing, but Chewie chose to come back. He's like, I could leave, but this dude had my back, and when he didn't have to, kept his promises, got me too much trouble already from day one, getting me into too much damn trouble, but I can sense his heart. And that was the cool thing about Han. You can see why he's so rough around the edges in episode 4 and all that stuff. And you can tell that this was set right around, if not before, or if not a little bit after Rogue One. Probably a little bit after, right? And going into the big bad and whatnot, I'm thinking, are we going to see Thrawn? I'm like, who's going to be the big bad? The big bad was good, but you could tell, and Woody Harrelson was telling Han from the very beginning, this ain't the big bad you got to worry about. Don't trust anybody. As more and more of this crew, Han would have been good with a few of these crew to survive. Seeing, you learn why it was in the end, it was just him and Chewie. But if any of these other dudes would have survived, you knew they were all goners, this original Woody Harrelson crew. But you could see a lot of their personalities inspired into what Han eventually becomes in the future. Even though he tries to deny it, his survival mode, you understand more of his survival mode. I'm not getting into all that. Nothing about no damn force and all that stuff. You can see it clearly what he was inspired by from this movie. Should they do a sequel? I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they should. I don't think there should be a Solo 2. I think that the Obi-Wan Kenobi should be technically the sequel to Solo, but technically be a trilogy. And here's what I mean by that. While I was watching this movie, something hit me. And it was when the ending surprise happened. Now, spoiler, I said spoilers right from the big jump from this, but surprise, motherfuckers, I'm going to say it again. Now, if you have seen Rebels and the Star Wars, Clone Wars cartoon series, you know that there is a guy out there who everybody loves from the prequels who did survive, even though he was, spoiler time, chopped in half. Darth Maul. Now, I thought that they were never going to show a lightsaber in this movie, but lo and behold, they lit one up. It's like every movie, there's a lightsaber now. You gotta wait, was there one in real? Oh yeah, Darth Vader. Darth Maul is the secret Old Master. It's further why he's calling himself Old Master from the cartoon series. He survived, and you would know that if you watch the cartoon Rebels, if you watch the cartoon Clone Wars. But he's the one pulling the strings on Solo's girlfriend. What's her name? Val or no? Was that Val? What the hell was her name? Khaleesi. Anyway, I'm bad with names. The whole time I'm like, y'all got separated. Y'all supposed to be do or die, Bonnie and Clyde. That was his original Princess Leia. But she changed. They got separated right from the beginning, and 3 years go by. She had to do her surviving thing. She didn't get to join the academy. She probably went through some crap. When women gonna go through it worse. Bottom line. So she was hard for her to be on a level higher on a status on an evil playing field than Han Solo was at the time that they finally reconnected. Woody Harrelson was warning him from day one. She ain't the same person whoever you think she was from back in the day. Don't trust that girl. And bottom line, that's Khaleesi. Khaleesi is a damn survivor. Alright? Bottom line. So, for her to be the secret, not an apprentice, but what would you call it? The Hux of the Darth Maul side of it. Darth Maul is still on his path, and I gotta check the casting to see if that's the same guy that's played Darth Maul from it should be. It better be. But Darth Maul is still on his mission to get revenge on the Emperor for leaving him behind and replacing him with Darth Vader. Should there be a Solo 2? No. I think technically Solo is the sequel to Rogue One. And I think Obi-Wan Kenobi will be the final trilogy of it. Now, I know that we got a Boba Fett movie coming out. I'm hoping that'll be a new beginning to a new set of spin-off movies. That'll be a new trilogy. Maybe there'll be 3 movies that's linked to Boba Fett. But I predict, this is my rumors and specs, I predict that Obi-Wan will be the bookend to this first set of spin-off movies. Rogue One, Solo, Obi-Wan. And that's kind of a one connection there. Rogue One, Solo, One, Obi-Wan. I'm stretching with that one, but it still sounds like one. It's 1, 1, and 1. Alright, that's a trilogy. Alright? It's 1, 1, and 1. 1, Juan, and Juan. It's 3. Alright. Remember when Darth Vader said, "A presence that I haven't felt since," and he never finished the sentence. Since the Clone Wars, since the day before yesterday. When was the last time you sensed Obi-Wan's presence? I don't think they could and they couldn't. They might fill this gap in with this Obi-Wan movie. I do not think that Obi-Wan Kenobi will meet Darth Vader Or maybe he should, or maybe they just have a little dialogue and then they'll leave and an explosion will happen and Darth Vader will once again think he killed him. I'm still an apprentice, but I will soon be the master. Maybe he'll say something like that. Then that'll make sense for when he does meet him in episode 4. It goes, when you met me, I was the apprentice, but now I am the master. You don't need a master of your own fucking bullshit, Darth. Look, I believe, and I don't even believe that Obi-Wan will meet Darth Maul again in the Obi-Wan movie. I think he'll sense him. I think he'll feel his presence. Because Darth Maul, if you've watched the cartoon series, is obsessed with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because he was a Sith Lord and he got his ass whipped by a Jedi Knight. By a fucking apprentice. A damn Padawan. There wasn't even a damn Knight yet. He was a damn Padawan, I believe. He got his ass chopped in half by a Padawan. He has never let that shit go. And he shouldn't let that shit go. That shit is serious. All the way up to Darth Maul's demise. Which was awesome. If you haven't seen Rebels and seen that shit, watch it. So we know how Darth Maul ends, if you're a real Star Wars fan. But if you just want to see what we're seeing in these movies, my prediction is Obi-Wan Kenobi will have this big-ass adventure, and all the way up to when he's going to be watching over Luke, keeping him alive as a baby, and these kids, and keeping him out of trouble. Darth Maul will probably start sending people. Maybe Han Solo's girl will be the person who finds his end at the hand of Obi-Wan Kenobi, or a big explosion, fall down, whatever. And Chewie is kind of a part of that a little bit. Han Solo is semi, because it seemed that Chewie knew Obi-Wan. Maybe Han Solo won't really be a part of the Obi-Wan movie. Maybe Chewie will. But the connection of his girl and Han Solo finding out that she dies later on or something semi-related to what Obi-Wan does will be her end. Because she's obviously got to go. But I don't think Obi-Wan will meet Darth Maul. Or maybe they should. But anyway, here's my prediction. I believe that there will be a huge, big fight between the Emperor's old apprentice, Darth Maul, and Darth Vader. That's what I think the ending of Obi-Wan should be. I think it should be a final fight. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi will be pushed out of the equation because he's got to go back and make sure that Luke don't get detected. He's going to let these two Sith Lords have at it. And I think that's going to be how it goes. I don't think the Emperor is going to know where Obi-Wan is. I think Darth Vader's going to keep that shit secret. I think it's going to be a who's better fight between Darth Maul and Darth Vader. Maul and Darth Vader. I don't think he's a Darth anymore. I think that's what's going to happen. And I think it's going to be, the bad thing is I think Obi-Wan is going to be so damn congested with tying up all these loose ends, getting rid of Solo's ex-girlfriend, making sure that if Maul and Obi-Wan does meet, that it doesn't mess up with what we saw in the series, because there's a specific way that Maul dies. Will Chewie only be the one who meets Obi-Wan Kenobi? Will Obi-Wan Kenobi show that he does have a relationship with Solo before A New Hope? And because he didn't seem to know anything about the Millennium Falcon, because Han Solo seems to have to explain that shit. So I think it's going to be a separation, yet a slight connection, because Han Solo has to lose that girl if he's going to move on and go with Leia. There's a lot of things that needs to be wrapped up with this Obi-Wan movie, and I think that's where it's going to happen at. Solo was just a bridge to get to where this is going to go with Obi-Wan. Rogue One, Solo, Obi-Wan. I think that's where it's going to happen. There's going to be a big final fight between Maul and Darth Vader. Let me know what you think about that prediction, guys. We have got to talk about this. Put your comments below. Thanks for the subscribers. Until next time, consumers.